Hello and welcome back to the Napoli career mode. It's me, Duck on Steroids, and we're finally back to the Napoli career mode. We finished the United one, and I had to finish this. I had to finish the Napoli career mode before the new game came out. And as you see, we continue our winning ways with a quick 5-0 victory over Palermo. We mean as a way to go on as well, because obviously last year we won the league, and we continue our winning ways here. We've made a few signings, we've improved the squad, and hopefully we can do some damage. So obviously, look at Lukaku again, putting up some numbers, especially at this point. So if people that are watching right now aren't aware, I this gameplay footage is from end of last year. Some of it's early this year. As we look at the Celtic Stadium, I think it's the first game of the Champions League. So this is when poachers were OP as hell. I can't swear yet because it's just been a minute in the video, so I don't want to get like censored or anything. So this is the first game of the Champions League. Let's see how we get on. But yeah, just a disclaimer: this is like filmed probably ages ago. Ages ago. The like obviously things happen, stuff like that. Post recordings were hard to do at the time. We're all sorted now, so I'm trying to. What the hell's going on here? Trying to get this done, get this series done, so you guys can enjoy it and watch it. There's over 2.1 thousand views on the first episode on Napa Career Mode, and there's a good viewership throughout the entire series. So I want to get this done, get some practice in terms of recording, getting more confident on the microphone, getting a bit better production wise and stuff like that, and just make this enjoyable to watch. As nothing really happens in the first half against Celtic, we're dispossessed. We are playing a rotated side. As Kyogo goes in, and you're going to see us a lot, especially in this episode, of me putting the goalkeeper out and getting dinked. We get chipped on and chipped on and chipped on as we concede here, and we are 1-0 down in our first ever Champions League game against Celtic here. It's not a great start to life in the Champions League. We were hoping for a more productive return. Maybe I should have fielded a better team. But Celtic take the early advantage in the second half with 1-0 lead. So yeah, those bastards celebrating. Reece, you know what? It doesn't matter. You know, don't get our views. I don't think YouTube care. You know, I don't think they're going to care if I make a little swear word here and there, are they? But we do not take kindly to Celtic sort of just taking the piss and scoring. So I think we take exception to this. Zanoli on the right hand side, he just runs the entire length of the pitch, pitching spot, puts it in the corner, and it's 1-0. That lead was short lived, that Celtic part for the green and white boys, the Hoops. The Hoops. As you see there, I'm loving life. Me like celebrating with the first team, like they're like, why are we not playing this game, Gaffer? It's an important game. Good work there from the backup right back, Zanoli. Good finish as well. Puts it past the goalkeeper. I'm not sure who their goalkeeper is at that point. It would have been Casper, but I'm pretty sure he's might have retired at this point, or where he's older, his rating's just diminished. Closing stages of the game here. Just hoping the ref doesn't blow up. Final attack. We swear it into the middle box, and that is Musiala with the winner. 2-1 at Celtic Park. He's loving life here. Pretty sure it's a brand new sign at this point in the career mode. He signed him in the summer window, trying to get that team Champions League ready, trying to make him like foolproof. Strength in everywhere. This first team is unreal. Squad depth may be a bit of an issue, but we do have some young talents. Hopefully they can grow into the role. I'm not saying they will be competing with the first team lot, but at least we won't feel short if there is an injury or anything like that. That we won't feel the damages that badly. But anyway, 2-1 to Jamal Musiala, just making a name for himself straight away in the Napoli shirt. So we're loving life already. He's clapping the fans, maybe taking the piss out of the home fans. One of my best mates, is a massive Celtic fan. You're welcome, Matthew. Just name dropping my pals. You know, my missus loves it. She's a Rangers fan, so that's a good little win there. Long cutscenes, long cutscenes. Musiala, yeah, we know he scored. He only had one attempt. I think it's because he got subbed on though, wasn't it? Because I think maybe Raspadori was started at this point. Maybe. It's been a while since I used this team, so I'm not too sure. But Zanioli and Musiala, the goals here. Kyogo, who's no longer at Celtic, scoring their only goal. I think he did go to like Rennes or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? He was getting a little bit up there in age. I think they just wanted to get as much money for him as they possibly could at the time period. So yeah, that's a nice little 2-1 victory at Napoli. I don't know why this it's taking so long. Yeah, I think editor Joe slipped up a little bit, isn't he? I did edit this quite a bit. Originally, this was like 8 hours long, and I've condensed it down to about 45-46 minutes. So I've done the best I can here. But I'm just going to keep talking whilst we wait for this bit. At least we get to see more Alex Scott, and who doesn't like a little bit more of Alex Scott? But I suppose this gives an opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for watching, for one. And two, just, we're going to keep going strong into FC26. I've already lined up the team that we'll use. I'm hoping none of the big YouTubers kind of take the teams. Excuse me. Because I'm going to do, spoilers, Brentford career mode. So Brentford are the team I'm going to choose. There's a lot of interesting transfers going around, so hopefully the big YouTubers dilute that kind of thing. Hopefully they all go for like Manchester United, Chelsea, Spurs, that kind of thing. Maybe Arsenal, because obviously they got Victor Gyökeres as well. I know certain YouTubers that are known for their fandom for certain clubs will be doing the selective career modes, like MGH always does Arsenal. No point doing Arsenal career mode especially if you're like a small YouTuber or you're just getting started. There's no point. As I see, we're accepting offers for players that I don't care about, you don't care about. As we advance forward here, the next game probably be against AC Milan. If you were watching in the season 1, they were a bit they weren't too bad, but they were giving us a bit of bother, weren't they? They were giving a bit of issue. So I think it's time that we show them who's boss, that how much we've grown in the last few months, giving us a bit more time, like pre-season wise, new signings as well, and show them what we're all about. So let's just give a little save here. I don't know why I'm showing saves. Nap type, yep. 28, still doing stupid little puns, even with my career mode saves. I've been taking full advantage as well. Do you know when it says a name that your players call you? I've definitely made my players call me Daddy. I don't know why. I thought it was funny, or Big Boss, or just silly little things like little names from other games, or Supreme Leader. I've used that one before as well. It's just hilarious. As you see it, we are playing against AC Milan. Like I said before, we want to show them who's boss. That this is our league, and we want to dominate it. We're not just here splashing the pan. And Lukaku goes in through goal, and he slots past the goal. He was OP at the start of the game. He was so good, but obviously he's going up in age as well. We're not here just for a splash in the pan. We want to win the league. We want to win the Champions League. We want to be dominant over the time period that we're here at Napoli. Create kind of a little lineage here. Try and give them a foundation for years to come to dominate this league. As we just make it 2 here. Like I said before, we're trying to make an example of them. Try and put them to the sword and make them feel inferior to us. Because, with the signs we've made, we have an unbelievable squad. Unbelievable first team at least. That's Musiala. He's been fantastic ever since we signed him. Just creating chances, scoring chances. You've got Rodrigo on the right. You've got on left out. You've got Cavachillier. You've got Musiala down the middle. Also, you've got Lukaku in front of him. As you see here, Lukaku's on the ball here. He slots through Rodrigo. Rodrigo's tight space, and the goalkeeper saves it, and it's off Inacial, their centre back, and he celebrates like he's just scored an overhead kick. Mate, no need for the Ronaldo celebration there, was there? There was no need, was there? He's taking liberties with that celebration. But you know what? Enjoy it, mate. Because you will win a Champions League here at Napoli. I do assure this. We will do it as we go through and go again. It's not even half time yet, and Lukaku just poaching the ball. They've made a save, and it falls directly into the path of Lukaku, who just has an easy finish. He won't get many easier finishes than that his entire career, will he? Uh, it just falls to him on the plate. Defender just doesn't act quick enough, and look, open net, just blazes it down the middle of the goal. I think that's Unai Simon. Just tries to get back up. Is that Simon? I don't know. I vaguely remember Simon signing for him, or that might be just another career mode. Who knows? I could be talking utter waffle here as I waffle on about this game. Second half, we're 4-0 to the good. We're going to probably make it 5 here because we're literally dominating them. They ain't got an answer to anything we're doing right now. Cavachide just turns his man, looks at far post, gets it, and that is 5-0. They were a contender last season, were Milan. This season they're not. We're absolutely just putting them to the sword, make them look like shit. And this front four are unreal. Obviously, I won't spoil what happens next season. You'll have to wait to find out to watch that. But it gets tasty. As you can see here, we're just making them look terrible. As Rodrigo finds Lukaku, just smashes it to the front post. Lovely finish there from Romelu Lukaku. And he scores. Is that his hat trick? That might be already his hat trick right there. And that's 6-0. We're definitely showing the other teams who's boss. If I remember correctly, once they won the league before, they didn't finish even in the Champions League space the season after. We won't make that mistake again. We're here and we're here to stay. As Lukaku pays it off to Rodrigo there. Good little football. Good little header there as well. Good cross into the middle into Fratesi, and Fratesi makes it 7, nearly at the 90th minute mark as he does his little swagger walk there. Lovely little finish. Goalkeeper nearly gets to it, but it just kind of comes out of nowhere. No one follows his run, no one tracks him. Just a nice little header there. Too quick for him to react, and that's a hat trick through Lukaku. And talking about hat tricks through Lukaku, as we're going back to see here, it's not the first one he gets. He gets multiple throughout the season, even though he is aging. And here's another hat trick against Roma. Just a little segue there. As you can see, like before this patch, he was unreal. One of the best strikers I've used in a long time. There's a couple like Gokares, Usman, and Lukaku start this FIFA was unreal. As you can see, we got a Ballon d'Or winner in our team. Cavachide, it must have been a slow year because all we done won the Serie A, but he wins the Ballon d'Or trophy here. I know Ballon d'Or don't really mean much. It's a bit rigged, isn't it really? But at the same time, we take it. It's a prestigious award, regardless of what I think. But we got to be happy. I like the suit as well, mate. Very snazzy. Very snazzy. Looks like something from In-Betweeners. But I digress. Well done, Cavachide. Got a real test here. Our first real big test in the Champions League. Sorry, Celtic. But, not really. We play Barcelona at Camp Nou. Can we show the other big giants of European football like that we mean business and we're here to cause some trouble? We're here to sort of break the mould of who gets far in these competitions, or will we just, fall to the wayside whilst the big clubs do big club times things like the Real Madrids or like Bayern Munich, etc. I see here we're defending the box with our lives. We're doing really well here as we dispossess the ball here. Konesi cleans up from a deflection. Not a very good throw, but we still win it anyway. Kirkes on the ball, throwing it into Cavachide. Fratesi now, just running his man, waiting for the overlapping run. Can't quite get it. Musiala with a lovely little pass, and he dinks it over for Lukaku, who pushes his man off, and he tries to get a shot off, and it ends up in the back of net. Rodrigo with the goal. And I think that goal's more warranted like through a flashy celebration, unlike the last time we saw him celebrate. But that is 1-0 to Napoli. We just outplayed him. Nothing really happened the first half. The second half, we definitely stepped it up a gear. We're just sort of showing Barcelona how to play football, in a sense. That's Cavachilio. He's got the ball. Yeah, he passed Lukaku with a light, little, delicate finish. I love that. I don't know why, but just the clean strike there, the nice intricate play. That is football. That kind of like just a couple touches here and there that just creates a little bit of space for himself. Lukaku puts himself in a smart position. No, not a lot of power in it. Just little light, little power, not little shot, little like delicate shot, like a kiss on the forehead kind of shot, and it goes into the side net, and that makes it 2-0. What a goal here from Musiala. I told you, he's been a bit special, this boy. I know in real life, I think at this time of recording, he's got quite a severe injury. But he's done fantastically well at it, like in this career mode. Puts it onto his left foot, pretty sure that's his weak foot, and just buries it past the goalkeeper with a lovely strike. That one had some power behind it. Like it wasn't top corner, it wasn't in the bottom corner. Like in the middle, like good sort of height for the goalkeeper, but he just powers it past him. As we win here, 3-0 at Camp Nou. I don't think now we're kind of expecting it. I don't look the opposition manager. Not even shaking my hand. He's so pissed off that his Barcelona players done so badly. Rodrigo here getting the limelight, showing what he can do. He was kind of outcast by Real Madrid. One of the reasons why we were able to bring him in, because he was surplus requirements. Like they had so much talent that there wasn't much room for Rodrigo. So we made the bid, we got him in, and he's doing fantastically well. 13 games in the league as well. Let's quickly digress to that. 13 wins from 13 games, dominating the league. As we win another game here, Rodrigo again, this time getting a hat trick because he's doing so well. Just spinning out games, trying to get through as much of this season as humanly possible before we get to season 3. Yes, there is a season 3. As we beat Inter Milan. Just a big game here. Our biggest competitors in the league, that's for sure. As January's hit, we have signed some backup players. Victor Nielsen is going to be a backup. He's going to play at left back, so just strengthen the squad a little bit. Strengthen the squad. We have made some sales. Spinazzola's out. Raspadori is out. Hence the sign of Capone right here. Capone's in as well. We are going to sign another midfielder because we need another midfielder as well, and we're using the money that we've got into the squad, and we're going to spend it on making the team a bit better, like so they can handle every single game. As we beat Atalanta here, just spin-off games, we're just winning. We're winning nearly every single game. As we win essentially the Community Shield, Community Cup for Italy. Capoli's just got here and he's already seen like some silverware, some trophies. He's loving life. As you can see, we've played a rotated squad against Atalanta. We don't take this trophy very seriously, but a trophy is still a trophy. As Scott McTominay, MVP in real life in the Serie A, gets to lift this, I'm about to say prestigious trophy, but I don't know how much prestige it has. A nice addition to the cabinet, you know. I mean, Arsenal get to celebrate Michael Arteta. I'm not going to call you Mikel. You don't deserve to be called Mikel. Michael Arteta can celebrate it. So can we. So can we. We're going to make the most of it, as we're going to get a little team picture here with a little trophy. You know, one of many, I'm sure. We're collecting trophies here at Napoli. Won the league last year. We just won the Super, the Copper, whatever you want to call it, Community Cup, whatever. As we come into the Manager of the Year, I wonder who's going to win this. Must have been a slow year, or it's just domestic. I'm just going to say it's just domestic, and we've just won a Manager of the Year trophy. Because no way I just won it for winning the Serie A. You know, there's people that have won Champions Leagues, won Europa Leagues, or, you know, just done the unthinkable. Napoli win the league after they've recently won it is not the unthinkable. Yes, we have done very, very, very well. Lukaku's loving life. It's like this manager's got the best out of me. Oh my god! But David Beckham, my idol, my hero, presented me with the trophy. Loving life. As you can see, we've made another signing in Piscina. He's gonna strengthen up the midfield as well. Only £15 million. A lot of cheap signings. We've been smart with our money. As we got a mega game here. We're playing probably the best team ever in the Champions League, and obviously I'm talking about Real Madrid, the team that has won it the most. We are playing them in this game here, in a qualifying game. Obviously, it's 8 games across the qualifying stages, and we must play Real Madrid. We've played Real Madrid and Barcelona, not very favourable draws, but we do what we can. With De Lorenzo leading the boys out here, it's a big game. We can feel the pressure, the anticipation of this game, and what it means. Because, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. It's the old saying goes, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man, as one Ric Flair used to say. Look at that, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, just to name a couple of their players. Star-studded team, just unreal. As you see it, they have got the ball on this left-hand side. Vinicius Jr. passing it around. Mbappe putting it through. I think that's Camavinga. It is Camavinga passing it back to Kylian Mbappe, who slots in Camavinga. Lovely bit of football there for him. Just very composed as the two Frenchmen just absolutely annihilate our back line and just cut through us like a knife through butter. And that's 1-0 to the Spanish Giants, the Champions League Giants. That is Real Madrid. I think their prestige and know-how in this competition is going to give them a great benefit going forward. And even teams like us that are on a real hot streak, I don't think we've lost in the league up to this point. I mean, last time I showed you the league table, we had 13 games and 13 wins. We won the Super Coppa. We beat Barcelona like 3-0. Beating Inter Milan, big teams like winning last minute winners in the Champions League against Celtic. We're just finding ways to win. And they're just taking a piss a little bit. I think that Bellingham there just slots it through into Mbappe, open net. That's 2-0 at home as well. The home fans can't believe it. They're not used to this feeling. They can't believe that we're not even competing in this game. We're just kind of getting dealt with. Just Real Madrid just doing their business, getting it done, beating the teams that they need to beat, and moving on with their lives. But we're going to take this as we just make a silly mistake there. What a terrible goal to concede as Openda, formerly of RB Leipzig, gets a goal here to make 3-0 to Real Madrid. 3-0 loss at home to Real Madrid. We need to grow from this defeat. We need to take this loss and learn from it. Just sloppy work there from Bastoni. Not covered him in great light there, as they get another goal where they've just passed it into the net basically. And we've got to take this game on the chin. We were terrible in this game. But even here, I'm just going to show you this little clip. Look how badly we just played that. That kind of passing we used to make look simple, make it look effortless, and that just shows you that the pressure is getting to these players a little bit. The pressure of performing in these big games. Maybe we're not up to scratch in the Champions League just yet. Maybe we need a bit more experience in this competition before we can go on and win it. But we're going to give it a damnedest. We're going to try and go forward and try and win this competition. It might take a year. We've got a maximum of 2 years. This is a 3-year career mode. There's not much time left to do a 4th year. So if there's one thing guys, it's going to be 3 years. As Kavshite here in the next game is holding the match ball. We have to get back to winning ways after that humiliating defeat, because it was humiliating to Real Madrid. After we win 4-2 away from home. Just a little update in the league. Yeah, we're still undefeated. 22 wins, 1 draw, 23 games. We're 20 points clear at the top of the table. We're making a mockery of this league. Honestly, we don't care about anyone around us. Inter Milan doesn't matter. As we get into another Champions League game, this is I think a round of 16 game. This will be against Atletico Bilbao, or Athletic Club, Athletic Bilbao, whatever you want to say it. They've highlighted Icardi, who over the years, it's like Edin Dzeko for me. He's one of them players that just scores against me, As you can see just here, we're getting chipped again. Icardi with, I'm pretty sure that's Icardi. Yeah, Icardi with a lovely, delicate finish. You can't be too mad when it's sort of done in that kind of manner. If you see here, they just run through, gets himself in space, and he just dinks it the perfect amount to get over the line and score. Konecki maybe should do better, or maybe Joe, you shouldn't pull your goalkeeper off the line all the time, you little dummy. And to that, I say, probably. But where's the fun in that? I want the goalkeeper to kill the opposing player. But we're gonna, you know, we're athletic club ain't on our level. We're not having none of this. We've got Rodrigo, we've got Musiala, we've got Cavachillier, we've got Tonado, we've got all these good players, we've got Bastoni, these high level, high caliber players. So we're going to retaliate with Cavachillier running through on goal here, and we're going to put it far post, and we're going to make it 1-1. Because we're not going to have any of their nonsense, because we want to show the world that we mean business. There's going to be a few goals yet to come, because we're going to show you both legs here. Like I said, this is going to be a long episode, and we're going to show you primarily the Champions League, because you've seen us win the league already. You might see another trophy lift, but primarily this is about winning the Champions League. We've scratched it off the card. We've won the Scudetto. Yeah, we want to keep winning it. Oh, a lovely bit of skill there from Cavachillier. Finds Lukaku, who finds Rodrigo, and we just absolutely mocked him. That was a lovely bit of team play there. Alright, mate. If you're going to do that, I think you need to, do some bicep curls with some weights. Because you look like a stick man there. But nonetheless, lovely little finish. I forgot what I was saying here, but yeah, we want to keep dominating the Italian league. But at the same time, this career mode, the end goal, I think for most career modes, is to win the Champions League. So that's what we need to do. Come on, ref. That was not a foul. And from that resulting free kick, as you're about to see here, they do some damage that I should defend better. Just giving their player way too much space. And oh, Joe, you're getting chipped again. You're pulling out your goalkeeper. I know. You can mock me, and I'll probably deserve it. Come on, mate. You haven't won the Champions League. You haven't won the World Cup. Why are you celebrating when your team just equalised like a dickhead? And Bastoni gets taken out by Konecki there, and it is 2-2. We're not covering ourselves in glory. Obviously, like I said before, the pressure of the Champions League is something different from the league itself, and who knows if we can overcome it as Athletic Bilbao, whatever you want to call them, tries to attack us as we try and get them on the break, trying to counter them, try and win this game, trying to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Gives us an advantage going into the home fixture as we pass it around them. Just the front three, just combining there with Cavachillier in loads of space there, picks the corner, does the big man walk, because he is a big man. He's not, I think he's 6 foot, I think. Taller than me, bigger man than me. I could take him now. 3-2 against, fist pump there. Yeah, I say, do it Valverde, you prick. As we take advantage into the home leg, we beat Athletic Bilbao, and that's a good little advantage to take. Not an easy team to play against. I must have missed a goal there. Where's the other goal? Where's the fourth goal? Regardless, I missed a goal there. Silly Joe, bad editor Joe. We're playing against Athletic Bilbao in the home fixture here. 4-2 on aggregate. Trying to extend this league, trying to put the game to bed. We don't need this. It's become a difficult game. We're taking shots here. A lovely little delicate finish there from Musiala. Again, this man's been incredible this season. Cavachillier shot to get deflected. No worries, because we've got Musiala picking up scraps and getting goals, mate. He does not care about anything or anyone. He's such a good player. In previous iterations of this game, he's been shocking, he's been shit. I've bought him before, and he's underperforms. It might be just how the structure of this game works, where the centre attacking midfielder has just allowed that space, and with his technical abilities and technical prowess, he can do things with a bit of space to it. But, you know, for now, we're going to enjoy it. As he gets another goal here, it's near post, it's Musiala. There's going to be so many goals. I'm just going to show you the next one as Athletic Bilbao. Oh, we've let him through there. And it's just a simple little fish. It's Icardi again. Oh, he always scores against me. But don't worry, we're going to get a third. Little tapping from Lukaku. Oh, and they come back. Icardi somehow gets that pass off. And they're going to get a second. This is just goals galore. No way they're going to get an equaliser in the game, but not overall. They just made a mockery there, saying that Emery, formerly of PSG, just makes us look like silly billies as he gets another goal. And why are you celebrating like a dickhead against one against Valverde? Your team's losing, sunshine. As we're like, we can't have this. The home fans, they deserve a win. And Lukaku agrees as he gets a rebound from his own shot to make it 4-3. 8-5 overall. And that's the win. As I tell him, look, don't be a knob. And I do a little fist bump, clap my hands to the fans, and we progress with our lives. As Musiala apparently doesn't exist, he's the invisible man, or he's got the molasses about him. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to celebrate and move on because, you know, we can enjoy this right now, but it's only the round of 16. In the grand scheme of things, I don't look at this. Look at this, another bug there. As we get Manchester City in the next round, we're going to go straight into it. Get straight into the quarterfinals. This is a big game there. Probably the hardest team we're going to face in terms of quality on the pitch, apart from probably Real Madrid. And obviously, last time we played a team of this magnitude in terms of quality, it didn't end well. But we've grown since then. Can we overcome this team? Because even though we've got the quality, can we handle the pressure? They've won the treble. They've won the Champions League before. You know? So, like I said before, big games, big pressures. This is different from the league. This is the Champions League. This is the biggest trophy we can go for. As they go through Haaland already. It's been 3 minutes. I've pulled the goalkeeper off the line again. He has been dinked this time. Be fair to me. I've just tried to cut, just eliminate some of the space for the shot. And Haaland's got to go. Regardless, we're going to get into the next clip here. Lukaku said, what you could do, I could do better, sunshine. As he blasts it near post to make it 1-1. Showing that young whippersnapper Haaland, to stay humble. Or whatever he said to Michael Arteta to rattle him. Again, Musiala getting in on the action. Just feeding Lukaku there, who's going to have another fantastic season. Pass Edison there, you ain't saving out. When you just blast in there post with Lukaku, it tends to go, especially before an update, and we make it 2-1. On the stroke of half time, he's going to do another one of them celebrations. I'm surprised his knees ain't gone. He's over 30, and in FIFA logic, you're washed. You're done. Lukaku said, no, I'm not. I'm still a world beater. And he just this time, just slots his pass to the goalkeeper near post. Doesn't need to smash it every single time. As I'm celebrating here with the boys. Because, get a lead against Manchester City. It's no small feat. 6 goals in the last 7 in the Champions League. Nothing to sniff at either. What's Sonati here? With De Lorenzo, the captain of the club. Just trying to find some space. Trying to get past the City lines. But they break very quickly, don't they? As Haaland finds a delicious ball here to Savinho. And I've done that thing again. But this time Konecki's thought he's done well. 3, 2, 1. We're about to lose the ball. Yep, lost the ball. Haaland's going to do a little flick on again. And they've got loads of space to run into. We can't quite catch him. And they just pass it into the back of the net. And yeah, even though that was a wonderful worked goal, can't fault it really. From this point here, I don't even know how he played that pass. It was beautiful, it was magnificent. I can't hate it too much. He's a prick because, fuck Bernardo Silva. But can't complain when you can see the goal like that. You can't complain too much. It was lovely. It was beautiful to watch. Haaland giving it the big one. Think he's the big man. Might be warranted, Might be warranted because he has won a treble. I can't quite believe it. He's got 2 goals. He's done everything he can. He's had 2 shots that have made them both count. City are not an easy team to break down and score against. You've got Ruben Diaz to get past. You've got Rodri to get past. And when you've got past them, you've got Edison on top of that. And then you've got to factor in that you've got to deal with the likes of Harden, Silva, and the pace of like Savinho, Dorku, and stuff like that. Look at Pep and his shiny bald head. Second leg of the Champions League. And as you can see here, City are playing against us. Phil Foden, forgot to mention him, and I've done it again. I've pulled a goalkeeper off the line and I've been chipped. At this plate, I've got a full portion of chips. And I've got salt because I'm a bit salty. And I've got ketchup because some of their goals are a bit saucy. So I've got a fucking full meal here, lads. I don't know what Kadeski's doing there. He's on the floor. As he sold him, as Kadeski gone, oh, God's sake, it's happened again. Let me just look like I'm doing something. Pep's loving life. City are 3-2 to the good here as they're just running through on goal. And Haaland with a lovely finish into the side net, across the floor. No chance of goalkeeper. He has to get down quite quickly. Can't quite do it. Kaneski gets the goal. Haaland celebrating with the slaphead. Pep Guardiola, the drug cheat himself. The man that gives drugs to his team, allegedly. Don't sue me. You got enough legal battles anyway, it's fine. Can we retaliate? Because we ain't got a lot of time really. I know it's only 40 minutes in, but 2 goals. We need 3 goals to win unless it goes to penalties. They're just mocking us at the moment, just playing beautiful football as we try and deal with it. Tonali on the ball. We need something. Otherwise we're going out. Trying to pass the ball here, but they're all offside. They're not quite clicking. Like I said before, the pressure of the Champions League, it's visible to see that these lads are struggling to deal with it. As Rodrigo, showing his experience at Real Madrid, gets a goal, and that's 2-1. Second half, can we get this goal? Can we get this goal that we need to, get back into this fixture and draw all level? But City just play it past the skid. We're drawing our players out. We're trying to attack too much. And it's happened again, lads. I'm really sorry. I told you, I get chipped a lot. I've learnt from my mistakes. This is 5 months ago. Don't slaughter me, please. 3-1 on the night. It looks like it's game over. But we have got a goal in us. But it's not enough. As Manchester City win 3-2 on the night and they won 5-4 on aggregate. Getting past this loss, we needed to rebound quickly. And we played Fiorentina. And I do believe, maybe search correctly, this is the semi-final of the Italian Cup. The Coppa Italia? Anyone know the name of this cup? Anyone? Because I've forgotten. 6-1 as well. Like, we were pissed off. We were very pissed off. And it is Coppa Italia. Oh, I just saw the banner real quick. As we get into the final, I think this is the last full game of the episode. I see that another trophy that we could potentially win against, the main rivals of the entire series, or in terms of Italy at least, in Inter Milan. They did sign Neres from us. The absolute snake that he is. I don't know if he plays in this game. He might. Who knows? I haven't seen. But we lead out the boys here to a big game. Yes, we didn't win the championship. We got to the quarterfinals. It's a good learning experience for next season. We've got one opportunity next season. We need to take it. This is a good learning experience. We can improve the squad. Just make it better overall and focus our main team on the Champions League. As I stand there staring at a player saying, you better win this cup, otherwise we haven't looked like we progressed as a team, because we only won 1 trophy last season. Only one. We won the league. Quite a big deal. But at the same time, we want to progress. We want to do more. We always want to do more. Season on in, Last season we won one trophy. This season we want to win two trophies. Next season, who knows? We could maybe do a treble, maybe do just the Champions League. No, that's the main goal of the series. If we could do the Scudetto and the Champions League, that'd be perfect. This is a team for this game as well. As you see there, it's going to run through it quite quickly, but it's the one you're used to. Okay, so Konecki in goal, De Lorenzo, Bastoni, Alessandro, I can't pronounce your last name, Miles Kirkes, got Tonali in there, Fratesi, Musiala, Lukaku, Cavachilli and Rodrigo. Didn't see there if they had Neres. Don't see no Neres. You're already surplus, mate, because you're a prick. Yep, they've realised you're a snake as well. Because I couldn't see you in that lineup. You might have just hid in there like snake you are. But I didn't see him. So, Lukaku's up for it. He knows. Time is of the essence. Will he feature next season? Like I said, at this point, the patch has come out. He's not as good as he used to be, lads. Or is he just getting a bit older and needs replacing? Who knows? You'll have to watch to find out. It's a second half, because nothing happened in the first half, which is just a feeling out process, getting the grips, giving them a couple of jabs, seeing if they're leaving themselves vulnerable. And he does. Musiala smells the blood as he just makes a good run, pulls out the defender, and he finds himself in a pocket of space, runs at the goalkeeper, puts it past the goalkeeper, and it makes it 1-0 in this cup final. Fantastic work there from Musiala. Again, one of the great players of the season. I don't even know who I'd say the player of the season was for this season, because that front four was just medicine and done really well. Konecki as well, even though he got chipped a lot, did pull out some big saves. Obviously, I'm not highlighting him very much here, but he does make some good saves. As Scott McTominay, in the last few minutes, seals the win for us. The MVP in real life, runs through on goal. He just crashes the box, which he done so well at United, and he's still here in the cup final. Finds space, runs at the defence, and just puts it past the goalkeeper. Look, they couldn't catch him. He just ball in the China shop, picks his mark, puts it in the corner, and that's all she wrote. That'll be a double bubble. That'll be the Coppa Italia and the Scudetto, the Serie A. And that's progress at least. We're seeing progress. We're seeing, if you offer that beforehand, a double and a quarter-final loss to Manchester City, yeah, not too bad. As the boys here celebrate a good cup win. Le Boxer, former player of ours as well. He's not quite a snake. He didn't leave. We chose to sell him. But the boys just celebrating a good season in general. And we can put our sights forward onto the Champions League next season. It's been a long season. I was fuming after that Champions League. Like IRL, as soon as that Champions League finished, I turned the game off because I was so fuming, because I couldn't change the formation because it wouldn't let me, or change my tactics, because I did change my tactics beforehand, but I'd done it on the wrong menu. So it didn't save for the squad. I didn't do it on Team Sheet. I'd done it on a different menu, and it didn't. I think it was Team Management or something like that. But you got to do it on Team Sheet. So it was a bug. I don't know. EA doing EA type things, but I should have done better. That's all me. As we just round up, look at him enjoying the trophy lift. De Lorenzo El Capitano, just loving life here at Napoli. We're just going to do a little parade, run around with the trophy, enjoying the end of the season, because these guys they've gave it their all. They've been very impressive. The first team have dealt with the brunt of it more than anything. Like the backup the backup 11, like they've done their bit, but next season they'll be relied on a bit more. I think rotation might be put more importance on that. I see there, Coppa Italian champions for Napoli. That's another trophy under our belts, and we win the league with over 100 points, only losing one game throughout the season. The Centurions in Serie A, win the league by quite a big margin as well. I think was it Milan that was the second best team. Look at that, 17 clean sheets for Konecki over the year, 30 goals and 9 assists for Romelu Lukaku, Rodrigo with 25 and 13, Cavachillier with 22 and 10, Musiala. Probably it's going to be hard between Musiala and Rodrigo, probably the best two players of the campaign, because Musiala's got 22 goals and 22 assists. Absolutely unreal. Great signings. Great signings. They've definitely changed the dynamic of the team in terms of, you know, just making us a bit better. I do apologise. Son's coughing in the background. How rude of him. How rude. You know, everyone else chipping in with, well, Tonali with a handful of assists. The fullbacks, like, popping up as well. Frattesi getting some goals. Sonoli with his own goal that we saw earlier on as well. So, here's a parade. Here's the bus. Like, have we got 3 trophies on top of just 2? Oh, we're a proper club that celebrate real trophies here at Napoli. So only the 2 trophies, but you know, next season we'll go for the big one. We'll put all our eggs in one basket. We'll, you know, put the Champions League in our crosshairs. We'll go for it. We'll like go into the summer window and try and improve it and make ourselves contenders. Real contenders. We've got that experience under our belt. The quarterfinals against Manchester City, playing Barcelona, playing Real Madrid. You know, we beat Barcelona. We took Manchester City to the edge. You know, I know like we got a late goal and you know they ended up winning 5-4, but we did take them quite far, and that's with the tactics not being quite right for how the game is at that point in time. We do change it for next season. Anyway, that is your lot for season 2. There'll be season 3 out very shortly. I think that was a live stream, so that's just me just putting a title on it, giving it a little description, put all that jazz on there, and put it on YouTube. If you did like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Give it a comment saying Joe loves chips or something like that, because I do get chips quite a lot. But if you did like this, season 3, it's not gonna be long. We haven't got long until the next game, so I need to pump out these episodes very quickly. And just a quick thank you and say thank you for watching this series. It's been a real joy to record and just sharing it to whoever wants to watch it on the just YouTube in general. And if you watch it on Twitch, that number is lower, so you're one of the few watching it on Twitch as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next one. Alright, thank you guys, and peace.